Warning, some readers may find details graphic. A U.S. judge set a $1 million, $1.4 million bail for R. Kelly after prosecutors laid out in graphic detail what they said was his long history of sexual abuse of 4 victims, 3 of them minors. Kelly, who is known for hits like I Believe I Can Fly, surrendered to police late Friday. He is charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse against the 4 females, one of them as young as 14 at the time of the alleged crimes. In setting bail, Judge John Fitzgerald Lake Jr. ordered Kelly to not have contact with anyone under 18 years old, and to not have contact with any of the alleged victims or witnesses. The singer was required to relinquish his passport. Prosecutors described a video showing Kelly repeatedly having sex with the 14-year-old, DNA evidence from another victim's shirt that they said matched Kelly's and semen from a second victim that preliminary tests showed appeared to be his. Bizarre twist in Empire Stars case, blood-infused, insane $1,000 Oscars beauty blitz boy, strangled dad with dog leash, new health check could save your life. Prosecutor Kimberly Fox said a witness, not publicly identified, had provided the video showing Kelly repeatedly having oral and vaginal sex with the youngest girl. In the video, the prosecutor said, the victim repeatedly says she is 14 years old. Kelly met another alleged victim at her 16th birthday party, making clear he knew her age, Fox said. She met with him several times after that, and was handed an envelope with a large amount of money, the prosecutor said. Illinois outlaws sex for those under 17 when the partner is at least 5 years older. Kelly is 52. He would have been 31 at the time of the earliest alleged abuse. In yet another case, Fox said, Kelly had an appointment to have his hair braided by a 24-year-old hairdresser. While she was waiting alone in a room for him, Fox said, Kelly entered, his pants down, and tried to force her head down to his groin. She resisted, but Kelly then ejaculated onto the victim and spit in her face several times, Fox said. DNA on her shirt, given to Illinois State Police for testing, was found to match Kelly's DNA profile, the prosecution said. Although his bail was set, Kelly needs to put up only a tenth that amount, or $100,000, to be let out of jail. His next court appearance is an arraignment scheduled for March 8, when he will have an opportunity to enter a plea. The swift turn of events came after a documentary series drew renewed attention to decades of accusations that the popular performer had engaged in child pornography, sex with minors and sexual battery. A grand jury in Chicago handed down the 10-count indictment Friday alleging aggravated sexual abuse involving the 4 victims. Fox, the state's attorney for Cook County, which includes Chicago, told journalists the alleged crimes occurred between 1998 and 2010. The charges carry 3 to 7 years of prison per count, she said. High-profile lawyer Scally's lawyer Steve Greenberg said the charges were based on old and false accusations. I think all of the women are lying, he said. Everybody's trying to profit off of our Kelly. It is the second time Chicago prosecutors have charged Kelly with a sex crime. He was acquitted in 2008 of 21 counts of child pornography after a dramatic trial. Greenberg said one of the current charges involved a victim implicated in that trial. High-profile lawyer Michael Avenatti and prominent women's rights attorney Gloria Allred are representing clients linked to Kelly. Avenatti, who also represents a porn star locked in a legal battle with President Donald Trump, said his office had uncovered previously unreleased footage of Kelly having sex with a teenager, which he had given to the Cook County state's attorney. Avenatti said the approximately 40-minute tape, shot in the late 1990s, leaves no question of Kelly's guilt, and that both the victim and the musician refer multiple times to her age as 14. Decades of allegations. Celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti, who has been involved with the claims, reacted to the charges being filed on social media. He said on Twitter, "It's over," before adding, after 25 years of serial sexual abuse and assault of underage girls, the day of reckoning for R. Kelly has arrived, and hours later, in a press conference addressing the investigation against the singer, Mr. Avenatti told reporters, "I am highly confident that R. Kelly will be convicted on multiple counts." He said he began a thorough investigation last April after a concerned parent approached his office. Just last week, Mr. Avenatti gave the state's attorney's office a sex tape which allegedly featured the R. It is not immediately clear if the charges are connected to that video. Offered drugs and alcohol. Actresses Scaff and Rochelle Washington said they were 16 and 15 when the singer allegedly cornered them in a hotel room after a concert in Baltimore. Speaking at a press conference in New York, the women said Kelly's security staff picked them out of a concert audience in either 1995 or 1996, the BBC reported. Ms. Scaff, now 40, said she and her pal were given cocaine, marijuana and alcohol and invited to wait for the singer in his hotel room. She further claimed she and Ms. Washington were told to pull up their dresses ahead of Kelly's arrival. When he did arrive, he had his penis exposed and invited the girls to a threesome, Ms. Scaff said. Ms. Washington, 39, refused and went to the bathroom while Ms. Scaff had sex with Kelly, even though I did not have the ability to consent due to the drink and drugs, she added. Gloria Allred's picture of Latrice Scaff, left, and Rochelle Washington, posing in front of a picture of R. Kelly, on the night they claimed they became victims of his advances. Picture, AppSource. According to the BBC's report, the two women are being represented by lawyer Gloria Allred, who said they would be speaking to the U.S. lawyer for the Eastern District of New York on Thursday. Ms. Scaff said she chose to come forward because of all the other victims. She said, "Rochelle and I did what we were told. We were standing, and we had panties on underneath our dresses." Kelly has faced claims of sexual abuse for more than 2 decades. A recent documentary, Surviving R. Kelly, showed accounts of his alleged abuse of women. The program claimed he ran an abusive cult, in which he allegedly kept women captive. Kelly's lawyers later dismissed the documentary as another round of stories being used to fill reality TV time. R. Kelly's lawyer, Stephen Greenberg, says his client denies all the charges and will fight them in court. Cook County Judge John Fitzgerald Lake Jr. said during Saturday's hearing in Chicago that the amount equals $250,000, $350,000, for each of the 4 people he's charged with sexually abusing. Lake called the allegations against Kelly disturbing during the hearing. The singer stared at the floor while the judge was speaking and looked dejected. The lawyer for Kelly says he thinks the 4 people the R. Steve Greenberg made the comment to reporters Saturday after a judge set Kelly's bond at $1 million. Justice Fitzgerald ordered R. Kelly to have no contact with any of his victims or with anyone under the age of 18. Explosive docuseries. Kelly infamously is known for marrying his protégé Aaliyah in 1994, when the late R. debut album titled Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Their marriage was later annulled, and Aaliyah died in a plane crash in 2001. Despite the slew of disturbing claims against him, the award-winning musician has continued to perform and maintains a solid fan base. But last month's release of the explosive docuseries, Surviving R. Kelly, once again brought accusations against him to the fore. Part of this article originally appeared in The Sun and is republished here with permission.